Hello, my name is John, and today we'll be reading 1400 English Girls Raped by Multiculturalism by Dennis Prager on Prager.com, September 9th, 2014. Dennis Prager is a great hero in America and a brilliant, luminous light for our country at this time. Last week, it was revealed that between 1997 and 2013, at least 1,400 girls in just one relatively small English city, Rotherham, population 275,000, had been raped by gangs of men over the past decade. As summarized in a British government inquiry, it is hard to describe the appalling nature of the abuse that child victims suffered. They were raped by multiple perpetrators, trafficked to other towns and cities in the north of England, abducted, beaten, and intimidated. There were examples of children who had been doused in petrol and threatened with being set alight, threatened with guns, made to witness brutally violent rapes, and threatened they would be next if they told anyone. Girls as young as 11 were raped by large numbers of male perpetrators. Why was nothing done for 16 years? Police incompetence was a factor, but not the primary reason. The primary reason was political correctness. It turns out that all the perpetrators were all or nearly all of Pakistani heritage, and the girls were all or nearly all white. This explanation is not that of conservatives alone. Virtually everyone, including media and politicians on the British left, acknowledge that this is the reason. What neither they nor the American left has acknowledged is that political correctness was created and is sustained by the left. It is a testament to the lack of self-awareness on the left that it experiences no cognitive dissonance. The New York Times and other left-wing media have thoroughly reported the story and the fact that political correctness is to blame for the ongoing atrocities against these girls. Yet they are oblivious to the fact that they are the very ones who created the moral monsters known as political correctness, multiculturalism, and diversity, the doctrines that forbid judging non-whites, Muslims, and others by the same moral standards as whites and Christians. These left-wing doctrines made 16 years of gang rapes of English girls possible. In 2002, a Labour Party MP from nearby Calais, Anne Cryer, complained to the police about young Asian lads raping girls in her constituency. In her words, she was shunned by elements of her party. And note that, as is demanded by the left in the UK, she didn't even mention that the rapists were Pakistani, lest Muslims be blamed for this evil. They were Asian lads. And for the record, her attempts to get local imams to intervene with the men failed. She was called a racist. National Review editor Rich Lowry reports that in a BBC documentary, the author of a 2002 report to the Rotherham Council on the scandal said her work was squashed. When she noted that the perpetrators were from the Pakistani community, a colleague told her, "You must never refer to that again. You must never refer to Asian men." She was sent to diversity training and, by her account, nearly fired. British Home Secretary Theresa May, incidentally now the Prime Minister, told Parliament that institutionalized political correctness was responsible for the lack of attention given to the mass rape. In 2001, Jack Straw, then MP from Brighton and formerly UK Home Secretary, announced that there is a specific problem which involves Pakistani heritage men who targeted vulnerable young white girls. Straw was dismissed by the left. For example, Keith Vaz, a Labour MP, told the BBC, "I disagree with that Jack Straw. I don't think you can stereotype an entire community." The immediate case that prompted Straw's statement was the conviction of 2 Brits of Pakistani heritage on charges of rape. Multiculturalism and political correctness clearly infected the judge in that case. He said he did not believe the crimes were racially aggravated, adding that the race of the victims and their abusers was coincidental. Coincidental? Lies are to political correctness. Multiculturalism and diversity what water is to fish. From The Guardian in 2001, retired Detective Chief Superintendent Max McLean, who led a previous police investigation into sexual exploitation involving the grooming and trafficking of young girls in Leeds, questioned whether it was a cultural problem. Perhaps Detective Chief Superintendent is unaware of the following from his own country, as reported last week in the New York Times. The same as in Rotherham was true in recent prosecutions in Oxford, in southern England, and the northern towns of Oldham and Rochdale, where 9 men of Pakistani, Bangladeshi, and Afghan origin were given long prison sentences in 2012 for abusing up to 47 girls. Investigators in Scotland have reportedly uncovered a similar pattern of abuse. So why did the judge question whether it was a cultural problem? Because morally judging cultures, except Christian, Israeli, and American cultures, is forbidden by the left. Indeed, not judging non-Western cultures is the very definition of multiculturalism. The Labour Party, responsible for child abuse by Muslims in Rotherham since 2002. And finally, from the same report, Mohammed Shafiq, Chief Executive Muslim Organization, the Ramadan Foundation, to suggest that this is somehow ingrained in the community is deeply offensive. Offensive? But what, Mr. Shafiq, if it's true? The answer is clear and important. For the multicultural left and the victim status groups it defends, and for the millions of young people the left has indoctrinated at schools and universities, whether something is true is not what matters. What matters is whether it can be deemed offensive by the left. Some 1,400 girls were raped by gangs of men. While one girl was being raped, the rest of the men, all in their 20s, stood over her, cheering and jeering and blinding her with flash of their cameras, thanks to leftism's morality-denying doctrine of multiculturalism. This is all but one more example, the most important moral rule since the beginning of the 20th century. Almost everything the left touches is either damaged or ruined. In this case, it was the lives of 1,400 English girls. This video is a production of the School of the White Crane. My name is John Brooker, and you could communicate with me through commentary on this video or through my Gmail listed here. Please share this video with friends and family and on social media. May God richly bless you.